Now going to question number 10 here. Here we're just looking for a quotation that illustrates the claim. And the text here is so short that finding the claim will be a little bit easier. Here in this novel, the writer depicts the character as a person who takes comfort in understanding the world around her. So that's what we're looking for here, comfort in understanding the world around her. So let's look at A. She looked up at the bleak street as if she were gathering her strength to face something, as if she were trying with all her might to grasp a situation which, no matter how painful, must be met and dealt with somehow. So there, we're not really seeing comfort. We're seeing that she's handling a tough situation sort of courageously, but definitely not comfort in the world around her. B. She had never known before how much the country meant to her. The chirping of the insects down in the long grass had been like the sweetest music. She had felt as if her heart were hiding down there somewhere with the quail and the plover and all the little wild things that crooned or buzzed in the sun. Under the long, shaggy ridges, she felt the future stirring. So I definitely see some comfort about the world around her. So if nothing else, we'll leave this for later. And C. She drove off alone. The rattle of her wagon was lost in the howling of the wind, but her lantern, held firmly between her feet, made a moving point of light along the highway, going deeper and deeper into the dark country. So here we just see a recounting of what happened. This thing made a noise. This thing made a light. She went deeper and deeper into the country. So no real sign of the character taking comfort in understanding the world around her. And D, she drew her shawl closer about her and stood leaning against the frame of the mill, looking at the stars which glittered so keenly through the frosty autumn air. She always loved to watch them, to think of their vastness and distance, and of their ordered march. It fortified her to reflect upon the great operations of nature. And when she thought of the law that lay behind them, she felt a sense of personal security. This one is definitely a finalist. So right now we have it between B and D. And both of the answer choices have her taking comfort in the world around her, but only D has her taking comfort in understanding the world around her. And that's what you can see at the end of choice D. It fortified her to reflect, to think upon the operations of nature. So the operations is kind of like, how does it work? And when she thought of the law that laid behind them, so what's the law behind nature? I think it's talking about the science, the scientific laws. When she thought about that, she felt a sense of personal security. So that's very literally matching because she's taking comfort, she's feeling security in understanding science, laws of nature in the world around her. So the answer here is D.